Hello everyone, how are you guys doing? Today I'm going to do another NA LCS Power Rankings on the Spring Split. If you guys watched my last video, it was an NA LCS Power Rankings too, but because people were saying that I didn't have that many good arguments to confirm the Power Rankings that I was putting the teams in, I decided to make another video. So I hope this one turns out to be better than the last one, and this time I have better arguments to help me rank up the teams. Besides that, the two criterias I focused on to do the rankings was the roster, if the players are good or not, and the synergy that the team has, because these are the main 2 points of a team. So let's get into the power rankings. In number 10, it didn't change. Team Envious. Team Envious has the same concept of last year, with 3 Korean solo laners and bot lane being being 2 Americans, I mean. And this might end up being a really big problem, because if top side doesn't communicate well with the bot side of the map, this will end up in bad fights, missed opportunities to TP. If the enemy team TPs first and they don't communicate well, mistimed TPs will happen. So yeah. Besides that, the solo laners aren't really good, so they will probably end up in the bottom tier of the table. Into number 9, I put Echo Fox. Echo Fox last year almost got relegated, so they aren't like a really good team, as we could see last year. This year they actually traded their top laner. They bought Looper, and they changed the jungler to Acadian. And these 2 players coming to this team are probably better than the ones that left, because Looper came in for a top laner, I mean, that only farmed, so Looper is better. And last year, the Echo Fox jungler wasn't that good too, so it was bottom tier jungle in NA LCS, so Acadian will probably be way better. So they got better lanes, but even that will probably not be enough to make them get higher places, because compared to other teams, they are not that good. Besides that, their bot lane is kinda meh. They are not that good, so yeah, it's just an okay team, but bottom tier table. Into number 8, FlyQuest. FlyQuest was actually a team that I put into, I think, way higher, like 6th place on my last video, but I decided to change it because watching all the games in Challenger Series were going for them when they were Cloud9 Challengers. The team wasn't that good, to be honest. They actually came from the Challenger Series, but the way that they went into the LCS wasn't that convincing. They won versus NRG, but NRG wasn't that good too, so not convincing enough. And even though they are players that are really old school, I think they can perform really well if Hai can lead them to wins, because Hai is a really good shot caller. So basically it's a team that, if they end up working well, if they have good teamwork, they will probably achieve higher places than just 8. So yeah, it's basically that. Into number 7, I put Phoenix One. Phoenix One is a team that the roster at least looks very good. Zig and Dinori, still the same as last year's Phoenix One team, are average. They are not that good, but they are not bad. They bought Rio. I think Rio is a really good acquisition, because Rio did very well in H2K. Besides that, they bought Arrow. That is a really good AD carry too. And Adrian as support. The only problem that this team probably has is their bot lane not being able to communicate, because Arrow is Korean, Adrian speaks English, so if there is bot lane communication problems, they will end up getting stomped by other bots, so yeah, they will have to solve the communication problem. Besides that, Adrian plays super safe champions, so Hero doesn't have that big of a chance of getting fed, and Hero will probably not have like a really good mid game that will not lead to wins. So Phoenix One, another average bottom tier table team. Now coming into the big names, we got Immortals. Immortals was a team that really got downgraded from last year. They got let me just see in the paper. Flame and Dardoch. Flame is a really good top laner too, and Dardoch is mechanically very skilled. The only problem is that if we saw in Team Liquid that it was really toxic. If he brings this toxicity to Immortals, it will probably just destroy the team. So if he can't control himself, shit will happen, and Immortals will get like bottom table too. Besides that, we have Pobelter in the mid lane. Pobelter is a really solid rock. He's a really good mid laner, top tier in NA. So I don't think there will be any problems in mid lane. Bot lane is unknown, but the real problem is that Cody-san is from the Challenger Series, is a rookie coming into the NA LCS, and Ole is from Korea. So if there is communication problems, well, they will probably not end up very high. And even if Flame and Dardoch are actually good, they are worse than last year's Immortals top laner and jungler Reinover and Huni, so it's just downgrades from last year. But I still hope that they can achieve like higher places than 6th. Into number 5, Team Liquid. Team Liquid achieved one of my favorite players of NA, Reinover. So Reinover is like one of the best junglers in my opinion in NA, so really good acquisition for Team Liquid. Besides that, Piglet is back to the team. I think that is like really good too, because Piglet is a monster as an AD carry. Piglet plus Met is a really good bot lane. The only problem with the team is Golden Glue. Golden Glue seemed like really inconsistent. So if he doesn't step up his play, it will end up being a problem to the team. Besides that, on the top lane we have Lorlo. Lorlo isn't that bad. People say he will probably not be like as good as the rest of the top laners because we have Impact, Team Dignitas bot someday. So yeah, even if he isn't that good, we'll probably be able to hold on. So number 5 for Team Liquid. Number 4 we have CLG with the same roster as last year, and being the same team as last year is a really good upside for the team because it means that they have good synergy. They played together for 3 splits already. They know each other very well. And even though the team is really solid, the problem is that Darshan and Hui sometimes underperform, but Hui is slightly worse than Darshan because he really has some really bad games. So if Hui doesn't step up in this split, CLG will end up way lower than 4th place. Besides that, CLG isn't just... Even though they are a good team, they aren't placed higher because the new teams that are coming into LCS are probably better than them. So yeah, only 4th place for CLG. In 3rd place, a team that I am really looking for this split, the Team Dignitas. Team Dignitas bought Someday and Chaser, and to be honest, Someday and Chaser have a high potential coming into NA LCS. I think they will probably be the best top laner jungle combination. They will be like the new Huni and Reinover. And as we saw last year in Immortals, Huni and Reinover were able to carry Immortals for 1 split. So I think that Someday and Chaser will probably be enough to carry Team Dignitas. Besides that, we have Kin in the mid lane. Now people think that Kin, because he doesn't play meta champions, can be bad, but I think that he is a really good mid laner too, so he will be able to play against the rest of the mid laners in NA. Now, the only problem that this team will probably have is communication, because 3 Koreans and 2 Americans will maybe lead to misunderstanding and bad communication. But if Team Dignitas is able to overcome the communication problem, they will probably be way above 3rd place, maybe 1st place, so yeah. Another downside of the team is the bot lane isn't very known, because Lord, at least Lord especially, is a good support. Lord isn't known, so yeah, we are not sure what will happen. But if top side of Team Dignitas can win the lanes, it will be enough to hold their bot lane even if they are behind. So yeah, third place for Team Dignitas. Second place and first place were basically the same. They looked basically as the same because they are really strong. Cloud9 has really strong solo laners, with Impact probably being the best top laner in NA, even with Someday coming and with Looper. Impact will probably be still the best top laner. Now we have a unknown jungler coming into the team, Contracts, but I think that Contracts will probably be better than Meteos. I mean, even if he isn't better, I mean, not if he isn't better, because Meteos wasn't that good mechanically anyway, so Contracts will probably be good enough to fill in the role left by Meteos. Then we have Jensen in the mid lane. Jensen is top tier mid laner in NA, so no problem. Sneaky and Smoothie really good bot side too, so the team has really good solo lanes and a good bot lane. They do not have much downsides, and they played for last year all together except for the jungler, so they have like good communication. The only problem, and this is the reason I put Cloud9 in second place, was that TSM was clearly better last year compared to Cloud9 in the finals and during the split. So yeah, in first place, that's why I put Cloud9 in second and TSM at first place. Now TSM as Cloud9 have really good strong solo laners. The only problem with TSM compared to the last year is that Wild Turtle is coming in and the Double Lift stepped out. And Double Lift was the late game shot caller for TSM, so they lost the late game shot caller, and Wild Turtle will probably need the help of Biofrost, so Biofrost will have to step up too in communication. But even if bot lane, because I mean Wild Turtle isn't that bad of a player, I don't know why people are so worried. Wild Turtle is really good. Even if Double Lift is better, Wild Turtle is good enough to make the team secure the first place. So yeah, rest of the team can easily back up bot lane. Bjergsen is probably the best mid laner. Svenskaren was really good too. Answer really good top laner too. So the team is very solid. And yeah, the main reason I put them in first place was basically because they were really good. They had a really good season last year. So yeah, that's the main reason I separed them. I put them up above Cloud9, because they are basically the same as Cloud9, but TSM had a better last year, so I think it will happen the same this year. So basically this is the end of the video. Next video I will try to bring you guys probably an EU LCS Power Rankings. It will be harder because I do not have much information about EU. I do not follow the region as I follow NA. And if you guys have any comments, give it down below the video. I really need the feedback. So yeah, give your thumbs up or thumbs down. If you guys put thumbs down, tell me what I need to work out, because just thumbs down doesn't help me improve my content. So give me your feedback, and hope to see you guys in my next video.